Do you work hard every day? Pay your bills? Do everything you were told was right? And still feel like you're not moving forward? If that's you, this video might explain why. Because the middle class isn't struggling. It's disappearing. And the scary part is this. Most people won't realize it until it's too late. This isn't your fault. But it is your responsibility. Stay with me. This video is not about politics. It's not about blaming anyone. And it's definitely not about complex economics. This video is about real life. It's about people who went to school, got a job, worked hard, followed the rules, and still feel broke, stressed, and stuck. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the old money rules no longer work, why working harder isn't the answer, and how to start thinking differently before you fall behind permanently. Again, this isn't your fault, but it is your responsibility. The old rules are dead. For decades, the formula was simple. Go to school. Get good grades. Get a stable job. Save money. Retire comfortably. That system worked before. Let me give you a simple example. Your parents could often support a family on one income. One job. One paycheck. A house. A car. Vacations. Now look at today. Two incomes. No house. High rent. Credit card debt. Constant stress. People didn't become lazy. People didn't become stupid. The rules change. Hard work didn't stop working. The system stopped rewarding it. And most people never updated their strategy. They're playing a new game. Inflation is stealing your life. Let's talk about inflation, without complicated numbers. Inflation means this. Your money buys less every year. That's it. 10 years ago, groceries were cheaper. Rent was cheaper. Gas was cheaper. Your salary probably didn't double. But prices did. So even if you make more money, you're often poorer. Here's the quiet danger. Inflation doesn't feel like theft. It feels like confusion. People say, I don't understand why I'm always broke. You're not bad with money. Money is losing value. And savings alone can't protect you anymore. Saving money used to be smart. Now, saving without growth is slow loss. This is why people feel exhausted. They're running, but the ground is moving backward. Why a salary is a trap. A salary feels safe. Until it isn't. Here's the truth nobody tells you. A salary has a time limit. A ceiling. Total dependence. You only get paid if you show up. You're healthy. The company survives. If you stop working, income stops. That's not freedom. That's dependency. And the scariest part? Most people build their entire life around one paycheck. One job loss. One illness. One company decision? And everything collapses. A salary isn't evil. But relying only on a salary is dangerous. Safety is often an illusion. The system runs on debt. The system doesn't want you wealthy. It wants you busy. Busy paying credit cards, car loans, Student loans. Monthly payments. Debt keeps people quiet. Debt keeps people tired. Debt keeps people working jobs they hate. Buy now, pay later, sounds helpful. But what it really means is, enjoy now, pay forever. Most people don't lack income. Here's where everything changes. Wealth isn't about money first. It's about thinking. Poor thinking asks, how much does this cost? Quote. Wealthy thinking asks, what does this produce? Quote. Poor thinking focuses on looking rich. Wealthy thinking focuses on being free. Wealth is quiet. Struggle is loud. Wealth is built slowly. Debt feels fast. If you want to escape the middle-class trap, you must stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like a builder. Before we finish this video, there's something important we need to talk about. Because understanding why the middle class is disappearing is only half the equation. The other half is this. What do you actually do about it? Not theory. Not motivation. Real shifts that change your direction over time. These next ideas won't make you rich overnight. But they will move you out of the trap most people never escape. Again, this isn't your fault, but it is your responsibility. Stop trying to look rich. Let's start with the most dangerous habit in modern society. Trying to look successful. Most people don't spend money to improve their life. They spend money to prove something. A better car. Nicer clothes. A lifestyle they can't afford. Not because they need it, but because they want validation. Here's the hard truth. Looking rich is expensive. Being wealthy is boring. Wealth doesn't show up loudly. It shows up quietly in low stress, options, time freedom. Most middle-class people are trapped because their money goes to image, not infrastructure. Let me give you an example. Two people make the same income. Person A. New car. High monthly payments. Expensive habits. Person B. Simple car. Low expenses. Extra margin every month. 10 years later, Person A looks successful. Person B is successful. One chased appearance. The other built leverage. Ask yourself this question, honestly. Am I buying this to improve my life? Or to impress people who don't pay my bills? Build skills that scale. Here's something schools don't teach. Money doesn't come from effort alone. It comes from value multiplied by scale. If you trade time for money, your income is capped. There are only 24 hours in a day. But skills can scale beyond your time. Examples: communication, sales, writing, marketing, technology, problem solving. A skill can be reused, be improved, be transferred, be monetized in different ways. A job usually can't. This doesn't mean quit your job tomorrow. It means stop depending only on your job. The safest position today is not job security. It's skill security. Here's a simple exercise. Ask yourself, if I lost my job tomorrow, what skill would still make me money? If the answer is none, that's not failure, that's awareness. And awareness is where change starts. Skills give you options. Options reduce fear. Fear is what keeps people trapped. Think in systems, not paychecks. Most people think in paychecks. How much do I make per hour? How much do I make per month? Wealthy people think in systems. A system is something that jobs pay once. Systems pay again and again. A system can be. Here's the key difference. A paycheck stops when you stop. A system continues. This doesn't mean systems are easy. They're not. They're slow at first. Uncomfortable. Unsexy. But once built, they change everything. Most people never build systems because they want fast results. They want certainty. They want comfort. But comfort is expensive. And certainty is an illusion. If you want freedom, you must think beyond the next paycheck. The long game most people quit. Here's why most people never escape the middle-class trap. They quit too early. They try something new, don't see results in weeks, and go back to what's familiar. Wealth is delayed. Pain is immediate. Most people choose what feels good now over what works later. But every financially free person you admire did one thing differently. They stayed consistent when nothing was happening. They built quietly. They learned slowly. They improved daily. No applause. No shortcuts. Just patience. And patience is rare, which is why wealth is rare. If this bonus section made you uncomfortable, that's a good sign. Growth doesn't feel good. It feels honest. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to start big. You just need to start thinking differently. Remember this. You're not behind. You're early, once you wake up. This isn't your fault. Take a moment. Everything you heard in this video isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. Most people never stop to question the rules they're living by. They just keep running, hoping things magically get better. Now you see the pattern. The middle class isn't disappearing overnight. It's fading slowly, quietly. And once you notice it, you can't unsee it. You don't need to panic. You don't need to rush. You don't need to have all the answers today. You just need to stop playing by rules that no longer work. Remember this. You're not behind. You're early, once you wake up. This isn't your fault. But it is your responsibility. If this way of thinking makes sense to you, subscribe to Silent Wealth. We don't get loud. We get smart.